Hi there, welcome to Stampin' All Day with Bev. It's 2 o'clock, so we're gonna get started. My goodness, it's a busy day for me. I don't know if it's a busy day for you or not, but with the launch of the new catalog, I have been running, I'll tell you. So one of the things I promised to do is tell you something that I ordered in the new catalog, so you can look at it and see if that's something you're interested in as well. So when I do create with it, you'll already have it and be happy. If you go to page 28 of the new catalog, hi Donna, you will see the stamp set. Super cool. I got that set. I just fell in love with the sweet cola bottle and the ice cream and the pie and the word sweet, just the pretzel, everything about it. My daughter and I have been making bread, and we also made some pretzels with her starter, and so that set just really jumped out at me. Plus I like the old-fashioned look that it has. So we have Donna on here, and I don't see anybody else yet. It is Tuesdays to be continued, so I am going to keep working with the best day stamp. I want to say best day ever, but it's just called best day stamp set. It is retired, but I know that a lot of us have purchased it. So I wanted to give you some cute festive ideas with that. So I'm going to turn you down, and we are going to get started. It is absolutely pouring in my town today. Absolutely pouring. It is raining sideways. Hi Roz, I just heard some thunder, and I just can't believe the change in weather. On Saturday, my kids were swimming. Hey Deborah. And then it got cold again on Sunday, and Monday it was windy, and now it's pouring down rain. So I am going to, sorry, I just had to look to see if I missed anybody. Okay, so I'm going to turn you guys down, and we're going to get started. All right, thank you for sprinkling. Pinky and I say thank you very much for that. We totally appreciate it. It's dry there. We could use some rain. Oh. We went through that, Donna. We had years of drought, and now we have had flooding and disasters, including my house at one time, the very first rain in January. I don't think I shared this with you guys. One of the big trees that's next to my house, a limb broke, and it landed on our roof, and our roof is tile, and it was storming like crazy. We heard it hit. It was scary. But we couldn't go look at anything because it was storming out there. So when it stopped raining, my husband went and he saw the big branch that had fallen, but we said, you know, we've got to call a roof guy to come and check our roof now. Well, it kept storming and storming and storming. The next day, hi Debbie, the next day, kid you not, you guys were watching TV. I grabbed my mom and moved her. We heard a huge bang, like I thought a small airplane hit my house. The ceiling in my bedroom caved in with the rain and everything, and it was raining in my bedroom. I can laugh about that now, but oh my gosh, we had to have it repaired, of course, the roof, the ceiling. We had to chop down the trees. It was a big deal. And they, you know, the insurance man that came over said, really, in reality, this was a small job. Other people had major disasters. So this rain really did it for us. I know, it was crazy. The good thing is we're starting a remodel in our bedroom, and so I'm just glad it happened before the room was remodeled, right? I always try to look for the silver lining within. So, all right. So this is the card that I made on Sunday, and everybody thought it was a cute little party on a card like I did. So I am going to give this away. But earlier I mentioned that I have been running like a crazy person today, and I did not have time to pick a winner on the wheel. So I told myself the first person I see today on here, I will give this card to. And Donna Straub, that was you. So remind me if I have your address or not. I can look really, really quickly right here in my book. Oh, first one there. Unless you've moved, I have you, Donna, but if you've moved, let me know because I will send it to the place I have if it's the same. Okay, so congratulations, and I'm glad you were on here. You're the first person I saw. Then the monthly prize. Because of my busy day, what I did was I opened up my history of all my orders in April, and I counted all the orders, and then I asked my husband to pick a number. He picked a number, and then I counted from the first person that ordered up to the number he said. Okay, good, Donna, I'll send it to the address I have then. And the lucky winner is Debbie Pine. You win the monthly prize. Ken picked number 17, and you happen to be the 7th. Your name was on there a few times for ordering, but on the 17th person was you. So you win this, and I will get that to you. Congratulations, young lady. It's a beautiful, beautiful pack of designer series paper, brand new, so you will enjoy getting that, I'm sure. Okay, here is my housekeeping, just welcoming you to my channel. Here is my new host code for the month of May. You can shop with me here at beverleystamps.stampinup.net, and you can also go to my YouTube channel anytime and watch the replays. If you need to talk to me, people are starting to email me, which I really appreciate, at mofun44@icloud.com. Debbie says, wow, yes, that's a big deal. And today I ordered more prizes that I'll be giving away. So you guys keep showing up and you can win a prize. All right, so we want to see the card first, right? That's what you guys like. So here's another party on a card using the same stamp set. Best day. I used Flirty Flamingo again, but this would be good in blues for boys. It would be good in brown or earth tones for a masculine card, whatever you wanted to do. I again used the tags, the, what's their name? Something Fancy Dies. You're welcome. Here they are. On the last card that Donna won, I used this large tag and the tulip. And this time I'm going to use the smaller tag and the teardrop. Okay, so these are those dies there. Just in case you want the item number, it is 160424. Right there, 160424. Okay, let's get busy. I use the same folder because this is to be continued, right? Merry Melody 3D folder, item number 156392. This is still available in the new catalog. And still white cardstock and Flirty Flamingo cardstock. Also the same pastel glittery self-adhesive little gems I used on this card. I used these here. And you're going to notice that my little sparklers are embossed with gold embossing using Versamark ink. And my little tool tray, you will find this now on page 136 of the current catalog. It's item number 159971. Okay, this set is retired as I mentioned earlier, but here it is just in case you wanted to see it. And I'm also using the stitched Whimsy dies, item number 155314. I thought that really added to this card. Okay, so let's get let me put my dies in my tray before I lose them. Okay. I have a scrap of basic white paper where I stamped the whole image, the cake image, prior to getting on live. I did some of the work in advance just to cut down in time. I do not on Tuesdays. I decided on Tuesdays I'm not going to have a halftime hack. I will do that on Sundays only because my lives are getting longer with book 2 cards. I don't know if that's pleasing to everybody or not, but I just wanted to shorten it just a little bit unless you guys tell me that you don't mind the length of time. Look how easy it is to color in when you stamp on a scrap and you want to have the banner another color. We're going to take our snips and we're going to cut out that banner. And in the stamp, you saw that there was the word happy at the end of these sticks here. They're like happy candles. I colored those the same way. I just colored the birthday banner right now, but I used 2 different colors. Flirty Flamingo and Mint Macaron. And Mint Macaron, I believe it's Mint Macaron. Let me see. Yeah, they're retiring. So I'm going to be putting those for sale when I can sell my retired items. So I'm just cutting out this banner and I'm going to paper piece onto this card. So my mom got up and she had a nice breakfast and she's already back asleep. This is sleeping weather though. It's cold and it's wet outside, so I think maybe it's good for her to get some rest. So see, this is where I would put this on the tag. I already have the happy done, and I'll show you that when I put it on the card. And this you can save. If you have this set, let me show you something that's in my head, but I haven't done it yet. When I start to cut this apart like this, I see a top hat. I see a party hat. You know how we sometimes wear birthday hats at our birthday parties? This is what I see here. You guys see it now that I've cut out a little bit? So that's a cute birthday hat. Okay. Now let me get back on track where I was going. So I have the happy cut out and colored, and I have, excuse me, I have the banner cut out and colored. Now I'm going to take a scrap for the tag, and I'm going to bring over my machine and get that set up. Okay. Yeah, like a Mad Hatter. Yeah, super, super cute. Yep, that's what I see. All right, so I'm going to lay it this way so I can look at it. Remember that this is one of the tag situations where I don't want it to move, so I place the Post-it note tape on the tag, pushing my fingernail close to the metal part of the tag, rubbing down so it holds it well. Then the little teardrop, raindrop, whatever you want to call it, gets put right into the top of the tags. Just get it straight, and then another piece of tape, and I tape the 2 dies together, and then I use my fingernail to make sure that the tape is up against the dies very well. Once I'm happy with that, I can run it through. Okay, I need my cut and emboss machine again for the other dies. So I will just leave it here for now and pop these guys out. At first I'm like, wait, what happened to the tulips? I forgot I used the teardrop. I was like, what happened? See how cute that is? So you can use that for a ribbon hole or just for a decoration. It would be cute with that set with all the raindrops and the little critters. That would be cute on there. It just match as well, really well with that. Okay, so let's put that aside with my happy and my banner. And then I'm going to get another piece of Flirty Flamingo and the second to the largest of the Stitched with Whimsy dies. So this, see how I put a 2 on this? This is the second to the largest. And the other thing I need to show you that I did was when I got this set, inside the flap, I wrote the measurements of cardstock it would take to cut each one of these dies out. So this is die number 2. So the cardstock size that I needed was 4 3/4 by 1/2. This is 4 3/4 by, I said 1/2, by 3 1/2. So it was super easy for me to open this up, know that I wanted to use die number 2, and then look here and see what size paper I needed. And it's the same thing for every single die in the set. Okay, that makes your life so much easier, I'm telling you. It's like, hey, Bev, that was pretty smart there, chickie. All right, so let's tape this down. It cuts out the stitches, the whimsy stitches, so we don't want it to move. Hey, Rosemary. And get crooked on the cardstock. So then, see how this is, well, it's laying down, I want to lay it this way. I don't want to describe it wrong, so I'm just going to show you. I want to lay it this way. Sometimes when you run a rectangular or a large die sideways like this, it's harder to cut out. So I always turn it going the right direction so it will cut out easier. Okay, so remove the tape. Uh-oh, that tape started to tear my cardstock, and this is Post-it note tape. That is a first right there. Huh. So whoever wins this card, I will give you the other one, and I will keep the little flawed one there, right there. But we're going to keep going. Okay. Okay, so save some time again. I have 2 pieces of layer size basic white cardstock cut at 4 by 5 1/4. One of them, I already used the Melody folder that I showed you at the beginning and ran it through the cut and emboss machine. That is going to get layered onto the card just like this. Now let's look at the card. Is there any ribbon or anything that will disturb the white to the flamingo cardstock? There is not. All of the ribbon is here, so we can put that down. I just continually tell you guys that because how many times have you been making a card and then you say, oh no, I put it down and I didn't add the ribbon. So we just gonna say it and say it and say it until it gets to be a really good habit of yours to automatically look at your card and see if it's okay to glue things down. Okay, now I'm gonna hold this here for a second, and we've got our layer size here. Okay, let's go to the tag. I am going to take this big, huge stamp and I'm going to stamp it on the tag because I'm not going to use the whole image. I'm just using the top of the cake and the happy candles and the banner. So, wanted to show you how you don't necessarily need to use the whole image if the image seems to be overwhelming you for whatever reason. Whether it doesn't fit on the cards that you, with everything else you want to do, or for whatever reason you have. Okay, let's line this up straight. And I'm going to concentrate on putting the middle P right under the teardrop and stamp it down. Now, if you're observant, you're going to see, and you're going to think, well, Bev, that H and that Y are not going to be stamped completely on the tag because the tag's small. You should have used the bigger tag. Well, you could. You could definitely do that. But I didn't worry about all of the image not being on there because remember, I'm going to paper piece. So let's put some glue on the banner. We're going to let it set up. We're going to add some glue to the letters. I had to, that noise you're hearing is my heater. I had to turn the heater on in here. It is darn right chilly, and I have on some very thick sweats and a sweater with a tank top underneath it just to stay warm. Okay, so look how cute and how fast the coloring was when you paper piece like this. So here are the letters, and I colored them the same exact way I colored the banner. And you know what's probably even make it easier is to use, take your pick tool. Much easier. And I have small hands, so using the take your pick tool is your best bet. If you're new and you don't have one of these tools yet, I highly recommend it. It's just like having another set of hands. Hi, Carol. So see how that H and that Y were off the tag a little bit, but it doesn't matter because the piecing makes your letters complete. Thanks for sharing, and it's all good. Now I'm going to take my mint macaron, and I have both the light and the dark. I think I'll take the dark one. And I'm just going to color the top of this cake. Now, why did I do this? Well, one, I wanted that large stamp to be condensed down to fit on this tag, and I wanted to cut down on detailed coloring. So if you are not in the mood for detailed coloring, and you look at this stamp, see all the detail you would do on that? You can just paper piece like this and be done. Then to make this have the exploding party feel, this ribbon is retired as well. I hope I talked to you guys about it. It's too late now, but I talked to you guys about it and said, you know, get yourself a couple of spools of this white ribbon. It about killed me when I saw that this was retiring because the seam binding is just a soft, nice ribbon in white that can just work with everything and anything. So hopefully you have some in your drawer. Hey, Florence, and look how nice it goes through that hole from the set. I doubled my ribbon. Mostly always, most of the time I do double my ribbon. And I am going to make a double bow at the top of this tag just to get the party started. Now this ribbon, I'm going to wet my hands over here on a little bit of baby wipes, because this ribbon, do the other hand too, has a lot of static in it or something, and I always have to wet my hands, or not wet them, but dampen my fingers in order to control this ribbon a little bit more. Okay, so I'm pulling my loops. Yes, doesn't it make a difference, Florence? I'm glad you've been doubling your ribbon too. It just makes a world of difference. Now that I've got it doubled, I have the loop there that I need to cut, but I want my loops here to be spread apart, so when I pounce on them, it separates them so I could pull them apart easily. So that's just another little trick in case you didn't know. You're going to cut this. Where's my ribbon scissors? They're at my other desk. Oh dear. Okay, so I got to be careful. These are not as sharp for ribbon. And so let me... Okay, and then we've got a cute little bow at the top of your tag. Hey, Marianne, welcome. Thanks for being here. Okay, then I'm going to show you the same thing I showed you on Sunday with this ribbon. Now, on my order that I placed today, this morning, that's a long story. Oh boy, I got another. I ordered this ribbon again. It's here is the order number, and you get 2 spools. Remember, you get this spool, and then you get the lemon lime twist spool also. That piece might have been a little too long. There's that ribbon, and then for this party, we're also going to use on page 144. You can get the Baker's Twine Essential Pack, and I'm going to go in there and grab the white. Now, this white is going to stay on my desk because my other one, I'm using it on my thank you cards, and it's almost all gone. So I use the white Baker's Twine so much that I don't even put it back in the pack. It just stays on my desk. So I think this is a good thing to have. Okay. So you guys are walking through this with me. I moved my mini glue dots too. Hold on. I have 3 areas that I'm working on today. I have my thank you cards that I'm almost done. Good thing I started early, right? I have my make and takes that I am done with for Thursday. And while I say that, I'm done with everybody that's RSVP'd to have a make and take, but if you want to come and you haven't RSVP'd yet, today's the last day. I need to know by today so I can make your packet. Okay, so I'm going to just, so I'm done with those, so that's table number 2. And then my thank yous, and what else? Oh, and then everybody that's ordering that Daisy bundle from me, I'm making their packets so I can send them the everything they need to make that cute envelope purse card that I made that everybody loves so much. So that's station number 3. Oh, and I got up at, okay, I'll just tell you. I got up at 2 in the morning because that's when, California time, you could start to place your order from the new catalog today, right? So I got up and I started to come downstairs, and I remembered that the alarm system's on. Thank gosh. Then I was scared in my excitement to place my order that I would hit the alarm system wrong and scare the tar out of my mother and make Ken mad. So I went back to bed and didn't place my order at 2 in the morning. I wanted to be like one of the first so I could get my order faster. but I landed up getting up at 6 and placing it then. So we're all good, but it would have been, I know myself, I would have done something wrong and set off that alarm, and that thing is loud. So I'm a little tired. I've been up since 2 and then back to sleep and then everything else I'm doing. So here's my 6 little loops that I have here. So let's add those to the back of our tag. Do you guys like this little idea that I showed you? It just makes everything kind of just like a party burst. I don't know. I think it's so festive. So let's get this one. And we're just going to place it in the vicinity. That one needs another mini glue dot, does it? Yeah, I think so. Oh, no, there we go. Okay. So this one does too. And I'm going to sit this one up here. And I like to kind of twist them so the big loops show. And then this one I'm going to put on the side. Don't want it too long. There we go. And then 2 more here. One more. And this one goes up here. I want that one to stay still, so I'm going to grab another one and just set it down. What did I do? I messed that one up, so I'm leaving it off. Okay. There we go. So here's the card, and here's where we are. But look at this piece here, has our little embossed, thank you, Sandy, our little embossed sparklers, as I call them. Great. See what I mean about great for 4th of July? So let's do that next. We're going to take our Versamark ink pad. Whenever you're going to emboss, you need a Versamark ink. Well, that's not true either. Did you know that you can emboss with all our ink colors? Yes, you can. We were taught that if you wanted to emboss, you needed to use Versamark. But I have experimented with all of our stamp pads, and if you don't lollygag, you don't have to rush, but you definitely have to stamp and put the powder on. Where Versamark is a stickier ink and it gives you a little bit of time. So if I'm using regular ink pads and then powder to go on top, I have everything, I can have my stamp pad open, I have my heat tool here, I have everything ready so I can stamp and put the powder on. Now this tool kit here, this kit here, it comes with a chamois, which I failed to use. I wouldn't have this excess powder sticking to the cardstock if I would have used it. It's called, this is it here. What's it called? You guys have to remind me. And it also comes with a brush, which I've misplaced. I have to find that thing because it's a soft brush. It's a really good one. This is just a cheapo that I have. Okay, so what I like about this tray is I can put all my powder into the notch here and then remove the cap, and it all just drops right in there. So you don't have a big mess. Once you buy a jar of embossing powder, I'm telling you, unless you spill it, it will last forever and a day. Okay, so let's take our heat tool. And when you're going to emboss, you want to turn your heat tool on and let it warm up before you actually go to your project. And you don't want to put your hands in the way. I'm using my snips to hold the paper down because this gun gets really, really hot. You see it embossing there? And if you get your fingers in the way, you're going to burn yourself. So supervise children if you allow them to do this. And you be careful and use something to hold the paper down. Now when you see it get shiny, then you know that you're done. So here's an example. See the tip of this one here? See how it looks a little dull, the second one, this one right here? I'm going to turn the paper, hold it down, and hit that area until I see it shine. Now see the difference? Now just look and see that everything is shiny. See how that was dull and now it's nice and shiny? And you know everything's done. If it's not shiny, it could wipe off. So let's go back to our take your pick tool. And I'm going to take, let me see, there's 6 of these guys, there's 3 of those. So this time I'm going to take these green ones. And I'm going to set them right in the middle of the sparklers. Let's see. It's bigger. Okay. Now I can take my party that's going on. Let's look at the card again. Is there anything else I need to worry about? There isn't. So I'm going to get my dimensionals. So I picked some really cool prizes for, you know, in case you win a prize during the month. So, and it's all new product, of course. So I think you'll be very happy if you're one of the winners. And if you're asking, how do I win? How do I win? Well, it's just luck. I just selected some things. I did a spreadsheet. And I said, if I'll just make up a number, the 900th person to place an order is going to win this. You know, it's just random things. And if that's you, then you win. Well, I wish I have 900 orders. That would be nice. Oh, gosh. But look how cute this card is, you guys. I just think it's so festive. The other one that I made on Sunday was festive as well. I just love that fat cat. My nephew, Sean, he used to have the fattest cat. Wow. He was huge. Like that. Hey, Karen. Okay, so let's push this down and give it a minute to dry. I do want one more of these loops here, so I will add it afterwards. I just don't want to keep you guys forever and a day. So one more little piece. This is for the inside. And wishing you all the wishes. I think that's what we said last time on our card. So let's use it's the best day because it's your birthday. Checking my stamp to make sure it's clean. Flirty Flamingo ink. Tap, tap, tap. And stamp it down. Hold your paper and lift. And that's perfect. Okay, on Sunday, I will be using something new. I don't know yet. My orders will be here tomorrow. So that's what I will be doing tomorrow, looking through and saying, what do I want to start with? So exciting. Alrighty, there you go. There's another party on paper. Let's remind you of the one that Donna won. Isn't that cute? Somebody commented that they would have never thought to use these dies with this set. And, you know, these elegant border dies, I just think that if you use them with any set, you have just elevated the look of the set you were using. If it was already very, very pretty and elegant, then you just put it up another notch. And if it was cute like this one, then you added a little bit of elegance to it. And so I just think that using those dies with any set, just try it. Just try it and see how you like it. I'm going to see if I can get this in real quick so I don't forget about it. I'm just going to stuff it in there. See if it'll let go. I kept you longer anyway, didn't I? Getting that done. Okay. So there's a party on a card. I will see you guys Sunday. You have a nice rest of your day. Thank you, Carol. They are cute. They are very cute. I kind of wish I would have used one in blue for a boy. Hi, Carmen. All right, ladies, I'm going to let you go. You have a nice day. Bye-bye.